Bam, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video of Nor's 8-legged critters, and what a show today. We just came back from the Reptile Show after about 10 hours of walking, and today's special guest is...
Tailless.
Let's see what we got. Okay guys, and welcome back. This is actually a gift that was given to me a couple days ago. This is actually called the yellow-legged scorpion. You can see how absolutely gorgeous he is. I do not own one of these, and most likely, well actually definitely, I am going to be getting him out of this enclosure. But make sure you get a nice zoom in on him. But you can see how absolutely gorgeous he is and why they got the name yellow leg. I mean, if you look at his legs, they're all yellow, and I believe the scorpion does burrow. Not a big fan of the substrate in there, even though I'm sticking my fingers in there. Definitely going to get that out of there and make it deep enough so that way he has a place to hide. I'm going to put a bunch of cork bark in there so that way he can get underneath if he wants to. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you this absolutely beautiful, wonderful species right here. I'm going to start doing some feeding videos as well. I think this would be a cool scorpion to kind of get on there for a feeding video. So yeah, so stay tuned on that, guys. This is actually called my yellow leg scorpion. Okay guys, and this right here is another pet that I got. This is actually called the king snake. I'm not sure what morph this is, so if any of you guys out there knows anything about snakes, and I'm just now getting into them, definitely leave a towel at the bottom and let me know. I mean, the color of him is absolutely gorgeous. He's got orange on him, there's like green, there's yellow, there's black, and he's roughly maybe about 2 feet. And that's my dog. So alright guys, this right here is a new snake of mine, the king snake. I'm not sure if you guys ever want to do a feeding video on this? What do you think? Yeah? Okay, so alright guys, so right there I wanted to show you this beautiful king snake. Definitely, if you, like I said, if you could tell me what morph that is, that'd be fantastic. Alright guys, so this is actually one that I did get from the Reptile Show that I do not own, that I'm so happy to get into my collection. This is the Nandu volupinus. I do own quite a few of these Nandu, and I'm looking forward to growing with this one right here. I believe the colors on them are absolutely gorgeous, and I believe there's another name for them too. I think it starts with a P, or a T. I think it starts with a T. But I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. I was very psyched when I seen this, and I think I paid, what was it, 30 bucks?
Yes.
About 30 bucks, give or take. So guys, we're going to be doing a lot with this guy right here. This is the Nandu volupinus. Next one on the list, guys, is actually going to be called the Thrixopelma SP Black. I only seen this little fella right here for only 10 bucks, so I definitely get back in there. Definitely had to pick it up. It was only $10. Again, this one is actually called the Thrixopelma SP Black. Now, the thing about some of the reptile shows that we go to, a lot of people put different names on these guys. And I was trying to do a little research on this guy, and believe it or not, as many tarantulas I own, I can't seem to get the right name for this. So if you guys know the name for this tarantula, even if it's common or not, leave it at the bottom so that way I can see it. But yeah, guys, for 10 bucks, I don't think you can beat that. Again, this is the Thrixopelma SP Black. And boy, how excited I am about this one right here, guys. This is actually called the giant cave roach. I paid 10 bucks for a little small colony of them. I have 2 of them, believe it or not. And just look how beautiful these guys are. Absolutely gorgeous. Now to add, it almost looks like he's got a transformer head on the top of that. Do you see that? Is that getting that right there?
Let me zoom in.
Almost looks like a transformer. Look at that. Little quick fellas too. These guys here, I got, I want to say maybe about 10 of them. This is actually add to my roach colony. I have dubias and I have hissing cockroaches. But look at that. It almost has, like, do you see that little transformer look right there? And look at the size of this guy. He's about a good 3-inch. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay guys, I just want you to get a quick glimpse of my giant cave roach. Next one on the list, guys, actually, believe it or not, is one that I do not own. Also, this is actually called the Thumapelma SP New River Rusty Rump. I was very excited about this. Believe it or not, this tarantula, he said it was hard to get, you know, off his hands, and I said, well, no way. Only 10 bucks. I do not own this one. I do own the red rump, and I'm so happy to have this to add to the collection right here. And again, this is only $10, and when I seen this, I had to get it. When I did look this one up, it says Thumapelma SP New River Rusty Rump, and they look kind of similar, excuse me, just like a red rump. So I was excited, you know, and again, for 10 bucks, what do you say? You can't beat that, right?
No,
You
no,
know,
it was a great
so
job.
definitely had to pick that up right there, and there we go, guys. And next on the list, I'm sure everybody already knows. They've seen millions of these out there before. It's a very common tarantula, and I would say it'd probably make a great candidate if you ever wanted to pick one up. And believe it or not, this is actually one of my first ones ever owned. This is actually called the Arizona Blonde. And I was so psyched when I seen her. And I mean, just look at those hairs. I mean, make sure you zoom in on that one. That is absolutely gorgeous. I seen her and it just drawed me back. Got a decent price for her. I think I only paid 30 bucks for her. And let me tell you, I mean, just look at those hairs, and you can see how they got the name, you know, Arizona Blonde by, you know, the blonde around her legs, right near her carapace, around on her tummy. I mean, she's just gorgeous. So yeah, I think I only paid 30 bucks for her. This is, you know, of course, another one that came from the Reptile Show. And when I seen her, I think she was the first one we bought, wasn't it? We went back to the table. No, it was the second one we bought.
Yeah, it was the second stop.
And when I seen her, it was a must-have. So definitely, if any of you guys are out there that are getting into the, you know, to the hobby, definitely take a look at this tarantula right here. Very docile. You know, they are very slow growing, so I don't want you to keep that in mind when you do pick these guys up. But very, very, you know, wanted inside of a hobby. So there you go, guys. The Arizona Blonde. So a couple of days ago, I was talking to my wife and I said, man, how bad I want one of these guys. And you know, I never thought in the world I was going to show up and actually get one. And if a lot of you that don't know what this is actually called the Tailless whip scorpion. Or whip spider, was it whip scorpion? I think it's whip scorpion. And I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. And sad news about this little fella right here, he's missing a few legs. You know, I'm going to do the best I can with him, and I didn't know that he was missing a few legs, but doesn't change my heart for him whatsoever.
They're very fragile.
Very extremely fragile. So when you do own one of these guys, you got to make sure that you're very careful with them. And I'm going to pick them on out of here because you God only knows I got to hold them. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. I'm going to have you turn that and zoom in on that. Take a look at that guy. I mean, it's almost kind of like it's from a different world. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, and you know, it's almost kind of like it's not real. You know what I mean? And that's why I love them so much. And I was watching these guys, and I was looking them up, and I go, how cool would it be to actually own one of these guys in my collection? It's kind of blurry. Go ahead and twist that forward so that way you can see it, and you can zoom in a little bit more. So go ahead and turn that towards you. I'm not going to move from right there. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, look at these antennas of where they walk. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Now, he's missing his legs towards right there, and you can see right there they're all missing. He's got him on this side, but it looks like he's still missing a leg over here. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, he's got 3 right here and then 1 in the back. But guess what? He's in great hands. I mean, look at that, guys. Can you zoom in on his face?
Yep, I got it.
You got it? How cool is that? I mean, today, guys, the Reptile Show was loaded for us. I was so amazed of everything that they had. I was so happy that they had a lot of stuff. In fact, I'm going to go back and get another one of these guys. I think they're so unique and cool. I don't think I've ever showed my Vinegar Grown. And probably in one of my next uploads I do, I'm going to show one. And I'm hoping that those legs, if anybody knows much about these guys, feel free to, you know, drop a line right at the bottom, you know. But yeah, take a look at that, guys. I mean, look how unique and look how long, you know, these are. And just so, so cool. So there it is, guys. The Tailless Scorpion, whip scorpion. Okay, guys, and this right here just, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. When we first walked into the Reptile Show, I've seen this little fella sitting over at the table. My goal was to get my wife a common corn snake, rat snake, but when I seen this right here sitting over there, and I mean, just look, and I'm going to try to get this, look at that face. That is the Hognose. And I seen it sitting over there, and me and her just kind of sit back and we discuss, and I go, I gotta have him. It is a female, and what a great price I paid for her. I think I only paid 50 bucks for her. And I seen her and I had to have her. Not many people that know this that do come to my channels, and they know that I'm not, you know, very, you know, great with owning snakes. I'm getting better, you know, reading up on them, stuff like that, but I can tell you these guys are venomous. And believe it or not, they have venom in their rear fangs. So another thing to look at if you ever do look at one of these snakes. Chances of them biting is probably slim to none. They like to play dead also. So, but yeah, I just want to show you this beautiful species, and this is probably one of my favorite ones that I did pick up today. And I mean, just look, I want to get like clear on his nose there. You're good. I'm hoping it's focusing in on you guys, but check that out. And you can see why they got the name the Hognose. And I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, guys, so there she is. I had to show this one. I just absolutely love her. The Hognose. Alright guys, so the next video we're going to start doing here is my nephew finally getting into the hobby. He's been into it for how long now?
About a year.
About a year. Of course, thanks to his, his uncle. So alright, take on over. It's all yours.
So we went to the Reptile Show, and I saw these little burrowing scorpions for 2 for $20, and I figured that I'd get them for me and Norv's as a little pet, and it was a great deal for both of them.
Yes, and believe it or not, these are burrowing scorpions. I do own 2 different ones. The one I did show today was actually a yellow leg, and I do own an actual brown one, which is called a burrowing scorpion as well. And when I tell you burrowing, definitely, I packed about 3 inches of dirt, and you haven't seen them since. But hey, I mean, great looking animals. I mean, what a deal for that. For how much was it?
$20 for 2.
Yeah, you can't beat that. So, absolutely. And just like, the one that we just showed up, the one I had previously, this is actually a different one that actually belongs to my nephew, Fatal One, the Arizona Blonde. Again, this one stood out to us. There was only 2 left that was on the table, and we grabbed them both.
They were both a great deal, and they were next to each other, and neither of us have them in our collection, so we figured it'd be a great pickup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, as a common species like that, I'm shocked that we didn't have them. And I tell you what, I'm pretty psyched about this, guys. Again, this is one of these tarantulas that if you don't own into your hobby, I would recommend getting them because of their colors, the blonde. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous.
And they're also very slow growing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So get them at that size is a fantastic deal.
Yeah, believe it or not, which is great. Supposedly both females, but we have to wait and see. I had nothing to do with this snake whatsoever. I am not, I did not tell my nephew to get any kind of snakes whatsoever. I am a terrible, 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 terrible
bad influence.
take over.
I got the Lemon Blast because, as you know, Norv's also has one, and they're extremely docile, and they're really cool to hold.
They're a ball python.
They're a ball python, and it was a great deal from the guy that had them.
And believe it or not, his colors, believe it or not, I think are more vibrant. I think he's more brighter. So, mine's a little bit more darker than yours, but his colors, for what you paid, I think is absolutely gorgeous.
And he was well fed.
Mm-hmm. Is it a male or female?
It's a male.
There you go. Absolutely. And congratulations on your first ever ball python. How's it feel to have your first?
It was weird to hold him at first because you could tell he wasn't used to being held. He was kind of skittish when I held him, but he'll get used to me.
Mm-hmm. And you remember what he told you about why he doesn't hold too many of them, right?
He's got so many that it's hard to hold them all.
It's impossible. So, all right, I just want to say congratulations to Fatal One with all of his pickups today, and I mean, absolutely remarkable job of us picking up some beautiful species of tarantulas, whip scorpions, snakes. Today was a big deal for us.
Roaches.
And roaches. Yep, insects, millipedes.
Millipedes,
More
yeah.
millipedes. So, guys, this video was loaded today. I'm hoping that I can try to keep it down to about 10 minutes, give or take. I don't like my videos to be very long, but thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget that subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. And make sure to tune into the next one, guys. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Before I forget the most important part in the world, I just want to thank everybody for the 900 subscribers that we got. And everybody, obviously watching the videos, having a good time with us, hitting those like buttons, subscribing to us, following us, and having, like I said, it's basically, showing us love that you've been doing out there. We are going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000. I may do a stream that day. I'm not quite sure yet. Kind of slowly getting away from the streaming, not sure yet. But definitely, I just want to thank each and every one of you out there for showing us the love, passion that you are with us, and putting in trust with us, and just watching our videos. So, okay, guys, thank you again for the 900 subs. We are, I think, was it 90 away from 1,000?
About that.
About 90 away from 1,000. If you don't have me on Instagram, I think you can follow me at 8-Legged Critters on Instagram to get more detail of what we're going to do as far as the giveaways go. Plus, it'd be a good way that if I can contact you if you win. I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as people that are out of the country. You might order you something and send it out there to you. Not going to be a live animal because obviously we know the rules of that. But the ones that are in the United States that wants to have a tarantula, I have something prepared thanks to Revolution Reptiles. So again, guys, thank you very much for the 900 subs. Thank you very much for showing the passion and love that you have given us. And we'll definitely catch you in the next one.